What is up, everybody? My name is Kevin, and today I brought Mike back to talk about Marvel and DC video games. A lot of people, they like to talk about Marvel and DC just for their movies and TV shows, but we thought it'd be interesting to talk about the video game content because there's some bangers. So, when was your first experience playing with any of these video games, Marvel or DC?
I remember the first fighting game I ever played was we were at this laser tagger place when I was a kid, and they had this old arcade cabinet that had Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah,
And that was like the most legendary experience I've ever had in a game. Because
yeah.
it was like a classic experience where you would have people like it was like King of the Hill style where just like loser gets kicked off the cabinet, and you would just see people just fucking tearing shit up. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, man.
so you're more into those fighting games, right?
You could say that, yeah. I play a lot of different games, but I not a lot of people play those fighting games. So
Okay, so when your first video game that comes to mind was the Capcom Marvel game, right? So did that make you want to go into some of the other Marvel games too?
bro, the problem was that there was just no other games at the time. Like they didn't have the shit that we have today. They didn't have Spider-Man.
Yeah,
They didn't have Marvel Rivals. That was like an era where I mean, really that if we're talking about on release, that game was really like the only Marvel DC game that was out on the market. It took like another 5-10 years for DC to have their own era.
yeah.
But I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So
When I think of my first just like superhero game I played, it was definitely Lego Batman, the first one.
mm.
I mean, that is that has gone down as just one of the best games of all time. I mean, just how it combined all these Batman characters together, it was just awesome. I love the whole Lego aspect. And I love Lego video games, so that has always been one of my favorites. But again, it went into Lego Batman 2, which Lego Batman 2 is just such an incredible game. It just took what I loved about Lego Batman and it really just elevated my love even more. So these Lego games, I'm not going to go into get too ahead of myself, but the Lego games really were my first introduction. And honestly, if I were to do like a ranking of all these superhero video games, these Lego games would dominate my top five for sure.
I mean, damn, all your top five is a little crazy, but like I can understand at least one of them being in there. For me, if we're talking all time, not like talking about like eras, not talking about like different genres, just all time, I would have to put probably. I mean, Arkham's got to be at least that accounts. I'm gonna say the whole series counts for one, so we'll put that at the one.
Well, do we want to go in depth about how good the Arkham trilogy is and just the groundwork it laid out for Batman?
Bro, what more is there to say about these games, man? Everyone has fucking heard of them. If you have gamed from the period from like early 2010s to now, you had to have heard of Arkham.
I
It's
know
just a fact. It's just a fact. Like
Arkham Asylum is such a crazy just first game to that trilogy too. It's just it is
honest to God,
scary.
I
That is a
think that
scary
game got
game.
a lot. I think that game got a lot of people into like the single player like action kind of games
Yeah.
because you just had so much to like about that game. You had Batman as a character that you were able to just kind of just do a bunch of combos, and you were just the ceiling for what you could do in that game was crazy. So that appealed to a lot of people. And then
Yeah.
you had the story, which is just classic Batman. Everybody fucking loves that. So
Well,
you
everyone
had a
wants that Batman story now, like in a real movie. They want the aspects of the Arkham trilogy in movie format, which is just
fuck yeah, bro.
crazy.
Dude, why do you think people were cheering for the Batman when they came out? I mean, that was the first actual like piece of Batman media that we got in years that even
Yeah.
remotely resembled that. So it's like,
Yeah. I mean, in like The Dark Knight and that whole Christopher Nolan trilogy, they try to pull in some of the abilities from the Arkham Knight, but again, I love so many different things about the Arkham Knight because it manages to take the serious villains like Joker, makes him into like one of the most menacing villains, just like game to game, and you just see how he develops, especially in the Arkham Knight, the third game. But overall, just having like all these different things happening around Gotham, you actually feel like Gotham is a real place, that it's big. It is just so entertaining. It is such a fun trilogy.
Yeah, bro. I will say one thing that gets overlooked so much in those games is the boss fights, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they have some stinkers, right? I think
Yeah.
the Deathstroke fight that they had in Arkham Knight, I think where you fucking you're driving your car to take him down. That's kind of lame.
Well,
But they
that's a
had that shit
big,
unlock
yeah.
in Origin. They had that shit unlock in Origin, and Mister Freeze in Arkham City was hands down. That's like a top 10 boss fight all time. And I
Yeah.
played a lot of fucking boss fights, so you know I'm not bullshitting.
You're a big Elden Ring cheeser. You like all of those boss fights.
The fuck you mean cheeser?
I'm joking.
Bro,
I'm joking.
if anything, you're the one that's been using cheese shit, bro.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, I've been stuck on Elden Ring, and Mike has been trying to push me through it for. I've been at it for like a year now, huh? I
Yeah,
don't have the skill.
the fire giant had you stuck for like a year, and now it's Melania. She been beating your ass.
Yeah, I think it's more so I'll like start the boss fight, and I'm just not willing to do any of the preparation for it. And then when I start to actually make progress in the boss fight, I'll get just so annoyed and I'll stop doing it for like a couple weeks at a time, and then I'll come back to it. It's just like a constant cycle, and that's why I
Yeah,
could have finished this game like a year and a half ago. But
I
it,
feel like it's testing a lot of skills that you didn't really like nurture when you're with the games you were playing. Because I
yeah,
you there's this video, uh, I don't really it doesn't matter to me whether you watch it later or not, but it's like it was like this video on like categorizing competitive games because it the thesis was that like game genres don't actually exist. It's more so like what kind of skill is required of you. And they
okay,
did like some crazy like pseudo intellectual shit, but like it worked. It was like macro, which is like optimization, like you're optimizing a build or you're just like finding the meta strategy. You had
okay,
micro, which is like that's like execution, that's like aim or like doing combos in a game. And
yeah.
then you had like mezzo, and that's just like make reading and like be able to read people and do shit like that. So I feel like Elden Ring is a game where it's like there's a lot of execution, but there's also like I would say equal part that's like build making.
That
And
yeah.
you ain't got that down yet.
No, I haven't got it down. Just like growing up, I was always way more into just like the sport video games. I mean,
Mm.
I spent probably $1 million on this point in EA and all their sporting games. I'm that was like my gambling underage with all the MUT packs and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
when I
brother.
wasn't doing that, it was either like Lego games or some single player solo games. I also like the shooters, the Call of Duties and stuff too. But overall, I was more of an Xbox guy. And so in
Mm.
recent years, I was forced to buy a PlayStation and actually catch up with some of these new superhero games that were coming out too,
Oh shit.
like Spider-Man. I mean,
It's a good
Spider-Man.
one.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Spider-Man because I have some interesting ones about it. But yeah, let's hear it.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't played Spider Man yet, but I did watch a playthrough. I think it was Corey Kenshin was playing that shit, and
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The first game looked fire. First game looked fire. Second game, I'm not so sure because there's a lot of people talking shit on that game for whatever reason. But
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think if it weren't for Arkham, I would say Marvel has a lock on like single player games for sure. I just think that it's like because Arkham came out first and that had its own era, it kind of feels like they're kind of just trying to copy that. Obviously, that's not the case because they're doing other shit like with Wolverine. That's apparently supposed to be really good. So
I when I bought the PlayStation to be able to play Spider-Man, I had a really close friend in middle school who he had all the systems, Xbox,
yeah.
PC, PlayStation, and he really recommended me to buy the PlayStation to play Spider-Man, and it is an awesome game. It is a really great story, really great just game mechanics. I mean, I love Spider-Man, so just seeing him just in action around New York, that is just awesome to me. I just I kind of get a bad taste in my mouth just in general with a lot of these gaming producers now, where they're just trying to milk every cent out of you. I mean, I learned it the hard way with
I
EA,
mean, yeah,
but I just feel like from what I've heard and what I've seen, the quality of these Spider-Man games that have
Mhm.
came out after the original just haven't lived up to the hype of that first one. I mean, they even made
I heard that too.
A Venom game, and I only heard stuff about that for
There's a,
a month.
there's a Venom game.
I'm pretty sure. Can you fact check that? Is there a Venom game?
Jamie, pull that up.
I I I know there was a Miles Morales game. I believe there was two Miles Morales games.
Hey, Jamie, can you pull up that picture of that bear skinning a salmon alive? Um, the highly anticipated standalone Marvel's Venice is. Oh, so they're developing it. Okay, that's
So it
kind of
hasn't
cool.
came out yet.
No,
Okay.
where did you hear about that? Was there like a trailer for that or no?
I swear there was a trailer for it at like a PlayStation State of Play, maybe like a year or two ago.
Damn, you
But
really keeping up with those?
yeah, like I'm at the point in time now, and I feel like we're on the same page here, where we're not going out of our way to spend a ton of money on video games anymore.
Yeah,
Um, I do think it's interesting just what's coming out, like GTA 6. I don't know how you feel about that, but personally, I think it's going to be a big flop. I
really.
I really don't see a world where majority are going to be happy with it. I
That's a
think
take. That is wow.
I
Okay.
really think they took way too long to develop the game, and let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But we haven't seen a lick of footage yet of this game. We only got some teaser trailers, but we haven't actually gotten any gameplay. And from what I'm seeing, and it's a really scummy move, all I saw online was a bunch of people calling out that whatever you buy in the $80 version, you're missing out on key features that were always included in every other GTA game. So you're
Yeah,
forced to buy the $100 version if you want to make a bunch of edits and cool, not renovations, but changes to your car. It's just, it's a little bit scummy. So overall, the gaming genre has really gone down for me, but again, these I will reminisce about these superhero games because I just have so much respect and nostalgia for them. But yeah, how do you feel about GTA?
honestly, bro, I want it to be good so much. The only problem is that there's just so many red flags coming up for me that it's just like it's hard to ignore what's going on with that game because you already talked about the pricing situation on that, which like I think we talked about this before in private, but like if this was like a strictly like $100 game and that was it, no, there wasn't like a remedial $80
Exactly.
game for the broke dudes who are trying to get a taste of
Exactly.
the experience. It's just like I mean, obviously you don't have to be broke to be fucking
Yeah.
to not want to spend $100 on GTA, but like I'm just saying. But like if it was just $100 version, I feel like there wouldn't be nearly as much of an outrage. Oh, you know what I also heard? You know what I also heard? I heard like this was like a couple of weeks ago actually. There was like a spat of news one day about like a bunch of the working conditions at Rockstar because apparently
Yeah.
they had a bit of crunch time that they had to put themselves on because I mean obviously it's a huge game and it's like I guess even 10 years is not enough to really
Because
get
they
the whole
didn't do
thing put.
anything for the first 6 years. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything other than finding a way for you to buy a new shark card on GTA 5 or a
Dude,
jetpack.
that's facts, bro. Oh my god.
All I'm saying
There
though is I feel like we're on the same page that as soon as GTA 5 comes out, I I'm gonna wait outside of the first month because we've seen this with a bunch of video games that have came out, especially in like the last couple years. Like the first game that comes to mind is College Football 25. Everyone was hyping that game up for the first month or and a half. I mean, I was grinding the shit out of that game before I really saw the major flaws of there's no replayability at all when it came to
I'm not gonna
CFP
lie.
25.
I'm
And
I'm
so I'm
not even gonna
afraid
lie.
that
That's
I'm going to spend $100 and I'm going to regret buying GTA, even though I could just spend a bunch of time just robbing people on GTA, just stealing a bunch of cars. But I just think the price tag, especially with how they're being, you know, they're trying to be scammy by just getting another $20 out of you to actually get the full version of the game. I don't know if I can support it right away.
Yeah, it's not for it's. I don't think it's gonna be for everyone. Which is, I mean, it's kind of ironic because like that game literally has to be for everyone for it to succeed.
Yeah,
Bro, how much did they put into that game? Like 2 billion, 3 billion? Had to have been something crazy like that.
it has to easily be over a billion, easily.
Let's look at the budget. It's between 1 and 2 billion. So yeah, I was kind of in the ballpark. But yeah, that's insane.
I if correct me if I'm wrong. Video games in general make more money than movies do, right?
Oh, by far, it's not even close.
So, what do we think is going to make more money? Avengers Doomsday or GTA, profit wise?
Oh, it's gonna be GTA by far. It's gonna. This is not even a fucking competition, dude. Are you serious? Was that is that was a serious
If it
question,
costs
by the way.
$2 billion to make, what are the highest ranking what are the highest selling video games of all time? Like how much money do these video games typically make?
Um, I think Minecraft sold like some like 300 million units or some crazy like 300, 400 million units, and that's like what? That's like $40 a pop. Let me just I'm gonna fact check this real quick.
But that's what I'm saying. Avengers Doomsday, it probably has a budget kind of in the ballpark of GTA, right? But it's got to be less. It has to be less. It's going to be around the $1 billion mark.
It might be, but like I don't know. It's just with how much it's gonna cost. Like dude, $1 billion fucking dollars for a video game is like that's unheard of. Even in comparison to like other like AAA games, other big companies, they'll put in like hundreds of millions for their projects. It's never in a million fucking years would you have expected a company to be like, yeah, let's just dump $1 billion into a video game. But it makes
It's
sense,
silly.
Loki, because it's GTA,
It's a little silly. And
kind of like
I don't get it personally. I hope it's good. I hope it's something where it's like, wow, you always want to be on the corner where you're like, oh, if I'm gonna be wrong, then I want it to at least surprise me, be better than I thought it was gonna be. But man, overall, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for GTA, in my opinion.
holy
I
shit,
what?
bro. Low key, I feel like dude, GTA could make a fuck ton of money because Minecraft sold. I just did the numbers real quick. Minecraft sold 400 million copies, and it's like $30 a pop for that shit. So that's $12 billion off Minecraft alone.
See, I the reason why that is though is because Minecraft has been around for, let's say, it has the longevity to last between multiple generations. I mean,
Bro, it
every kid that gets access to an iPad, the first thing they want to do is get Minecraft. I mean, we still play Minecraft. We have grown up with Minecraft and we still want to play it. And
dude, but GTA
there's people 10
5
years older than us too that still probably play Minecraft.
GTA 5 also sold $230 million. And if we're assuming those are all full price, which they're probably not, but still highballing the shit out of this, it made like $13.8 billion.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's gonna blow it out of the water. It's gonna
Yeah,
blow it out of the
dude.
water.
It's not even gonna be close. It's not even gonna be close.
Yeah, that's a shame. Well, not a shame, but I would have thought that it would have been closer. But um, so back to the main topic at hand here, right?
Yeah,
So
back to that.
when we're talking about Marvel and DC, right? You were more into the fighter games, right?
I would say so, yeah.
So when you're talking about Capcom, you must have liked Injustice or Injustice 2, right?
Oh yeah. Dude, I remember I didn't play as much of Injustice 2, but I was at a every time I would go to this one friend's house of mine, we would spend like half an hour just doing whatever, and then like we'd spend another hour just fucking in his basement just grinding the shit out of Injustice 1. That
Yeah.
game was I remember, bro, if you play for people in the audience, if you ever played Aquaman in that game, you're a piece of shit. All right, fuck you. Fuck you. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day, but still fuck you. Um and Oh,
I mean,
Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter was such a fucking bitch in that game. You're unironically a bitch if you played him. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I I think I like to play Superman for whatever reason, and I'm not a big Superman
Mm.
fan, but I liked playing Superman in this one. I don't
I think
remember
you, bro,
what.
fucking course, bro. Superman was so. You can bet on Superman being top tier or like just really good in any fucking game you play him in. Does
Yeah,
not matter.
I mean,
Injustice, bro. I remember we used to play multiverses, and you picked Superman and just spammed the same move over and over again. That like teleport punch he
yeah.
had.
I comment down below if you had your multiverses phase too. But I was a big
Oh my god,
Superman and LeBron user. I was very good at multiverses, which
man.
I'm starting to get into Smash. I want to get better at Smash because I'm not really that good. But multiverses, I was insane with Superman. I would just grab. I
I
would do the
remember that.
whole flying grab. Awesome. But I remember this Injustice and the Injustice game having like a pretty cool story. I'm pretty sure it's based off
Yeah.
a comic line too, right?
I mean, it's made by the same dudes that made Mortal Kombat, and those guys have always had that shit on lock when it comes to their stories.
Yeah,
Like every time. So like it goes without saying that they're gonna have a good story with this.
yeah. Do you think it would be cool to ever have like an Injustice sort of actual like movie based off of it?
Bro, I feel like they've already did a movie on that, but it was like animated. So
Oh
I
yes, you're
not
right.
not
You're right. Yes, yep. Are you more in touch with the animated DC stuff than I
I
am?
mean,
Because I don't feel like I've watched that many animated DC movies.
I watched a couple of them. I watched the Injustice movie. I remember that. And I
Okay.
watched there was another one. Oh, it was a Batman movie with the Red Hood. That was a
Okay.
fire fucking movie.
I heard
You have
the
you have to go
best
watch that.
Batman movie was an animated one called like the Caped Crusader or something like that. Not the Caped Crusader, but I forget what who the villain was. But I heard it's a phenomenal movie. A lot of people think the animated DC stuff is better than the live action.
Honestly, they might not even be wrong. And that's the fucking
Yeah.
crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So
Batman.
you outside of that DC Injustice 2, did you play any of the Lego games?
I played Lego Batman 1 and then I didn't realize that there were other Lego Batman games until like fucking like 5, 10 years down the line.
Really? That's
I just did
crazy.
not know.
I I was saying it earlier in the video, but Lego Batman 2 was just an insane game for me because it had the other DC characters in, and I love seeing Superman and the other characters. They were a lot of fun, and the villains were awesome. I mean, Lex Luthor kind of steals the show here for the Lego Batman 2,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was super hyped for Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, and I remember like begging my parents to buy it for Christmas, and it was so fucking disappointing. I mean, I just remember that game being hijacked by the other DC characters. But off the top of my head, other DC Lego games that I played, Lego DC Supervillains. If you played that game, you're a real one because that game is awesome. It's awesome. I mean, I highly recommend that Lego game if you haven't played it. And I'm like very close to 100%ing the Legacy of the Dark Knight, the new Lego Batman game, and I loved it. It was just like Arkham Light, just Lego. So
Yeah. Besides Lego Batman, and I think like there was like one Lego movie game, and like obviously like Lego Star Wars, Indiana Jones, but like besides those games, I didn't really get into the other Lego games. Like I remember
really,
like Lego Marvel superheroes was a thing. I didn't get into that. I remember
really,
nah,
you
bro.
didn't get into Lego Marvel superheroes?
Unfortunately, nah. Bro, I wish I did because that game looked so gas when I was watching it as a kid. Bro, I forgot what channel it was, but it was like some like dude without a webcam. And he was just doing a playthrough of that game, and it looked so fucking cool. You would have like the thing with like Wolverine, and you just like you just dick around. It's like GTA but with Marvel superheroes.
If I'm being honest, Lego Marvel superheroes is more likely than not my favorite game of all time
Dead ass. Wow. Okay.
because I'm a big Marvel glazer, right? And I love Lego Batman. And this was right before I really started playing GTA, and because my parents weren't allowing me to play it when I was like young, obviously. But this game was like GTA Light. I mean, you could do whatever you want. You could steal the cars, you could break the cars. There was a million characters to collect, and each one had like unique abilities, and they were so cool. I mean, this was like right when the Guardians of the Galaxy was first coming out, and they had the Guardians of the
Mhm.
Galaxy in, and their character designs were so goofy in this game. But I remember Stan Lee and how he was like the most overpowered character because he could turn into the Hulk. I think he could fly. He could have the laser
Yeah.
eyes. Like he was awesome. He was
Yeah, that's
unbelievable in
like,
this game.
bro, I miss when games had Easter eggs like that. That shit was
Yeah,
so fucking fire. Like when you
part
had
of
like
it.
we had cheat
What,
codes that you could put into games and they would give you like a
yes,
bunch of shit. That was so fucking fire.
I
I miss
know.
that. I miss that.
And that's why I'm saying like these game producers, they don't care anymore. They don't care about actually doing that stuff anymore. When that was such a big part of the game, just like looking stuff up and you're like, oh man, I can get a red brick by doing this in this Lego game. Like that's awesome. I have so many fond memories of
I
this
mean,
game, and I think that definitely pushes it over DC for me, even though I love the Lego Batman games. But man, this game was just iconic, iconic.
I don't know. I don't know about that comments before, but like I can't even fault you with you saying that that this is the goat. I've never
Yeah.
played it, but it bro, this shit looks fire.
I think you would like it if you picked it up right now and try to play it. I genuinely
Bro,
think you would like it.
where can I even play this?
I remember playing this on my Wii U. I'm assuming you could buy it on your Xbox One.
Lego Marvel superheroes. We're talking
I
about
bet it's
Marvel
like
superheroes
10 bucks.
one or two.
One, two's trash. Two's trash.
Oh shit. Oh, it's on sale. They got this
Oh, is
shit
it
on
five
for like
bucks?
it's like $4, bro. Oh, I'm about to cop that. I'm about to cop that so fucking hard.
Okay, so next episode, Mike is going to tell us what he thinks of this game because it is just iconic. It is fucking insane. It is an
I don't know.
absolute amazing game.
I don't know if I'll get to it in time, but if I do, I'll let y'all know. All right,
Okay,
here we go.
next thing I wanted to talk to you about, though,
So,
Anton, was Wolverine.
oh yeah, I just saw a trailer for that like a few minutes ago before we started recording,
Yeah,
bro. That shit looks tight.
I
That
mean,
shit.
yeah, Marvel's in their bag right now. I mean, other than, do you remember the Avengers game that they tried to make a couple years ago?
Oh wait, I think I do remember that. That was with Miss Marvel. And they tried to make her a
Yes,
thing,
it
right?
sucked. It was horrible. It was honestly, when I played it though, it wasn't too bad. It was just boring. I don't understand how you make an Avengers game so boring. But the PlayStation games, they're in their bag. Sony is in their bag making these games. Is
I
it
saw one.
Insomniac that makes these games?
I don't know if they made the Avengers, but I know they made Spider Man, and I know I think they're making Wolverine.
I think they're
Are
making
they?
Wolverine too.
Yeah,
Um, but I have a question to ask you now. Okay, if you could
sure. That
choose three Marvel or DC characters that you can have Insomniac make a video game like this off of, who would they be?
oh, bro. Oh, this. There's so many to fucking pick from here, man. Low
And let's
key.
not do the obvious of like you can't make a Spider-Man or a Batman
Well,
sequel. Okay.
no. I'm thinking this is low key a bit of a deep cut. But if you've played Marvel Rivals or like you were like a Marvel fan back in like way back in the day, you would know, bro. Have you ever heard of Blade?
Yes.
Bro, the black vampire samurai dude, bro, that dude is so fucking cool. If they made
They
a
were actually going to make a game off of him, I think, and I saw
no,
that they're canceling it.
get the fuck out of here.
I
Really?
swear. I swear.
They're canceling a
I
Blade
don't
game.
think Insomniac was making the game, but I think someone else was trying to make the Blade game, and Blade is cursed. I don't think they're ever going to be able to make anything Blade because he's
Nah, bro.
cursed. They
They
can't make a
have to bring
movie.
him
They can't
back.
make anything.
He's like the perfect fucking protagonist. He's
I
so
know.
fucking
I
cool.
know.
He's
It's
so cool.
disappointing. It's disappointing.
Bro,
Who else?
they're doing like another like fighting game for Marvel and they added
Yeah.
him to that game and he looks so fucking cool. He
Really?
looks so fucking. I think it's called it's like some weird like Japanese shit. It's like Marvel Tokon or whatever the fuck.
Okay, that's
It's
interesting.
like it's like bro, Loki. It kind of reminds me of Overwatch because it's like one shared objective and it's like team based.
Okay,
You got 4 on 4, right?
is
And
this
so
not
like
Marvel Rivals?
no, you're thinking of Marvel because Marvel Rivals is 6 on 6, and that's like a shooter game.
Okay,
I'm thinking like this is like a traditional like kind of like like Street Fighter. It's
yeah.
like that, but like the movements on crack. Everyone's like doing crazy shit.
So it's like Overwatch, but you're doing like the Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat style fighting.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay,
Bit of
but
a
who
deep
else
cut
would you
there.
try and give it to?
Ooh, bro, who's like a solo character that we can make this work with? I feel like another obvious answer probably like Deadpool. I remember
Deadpool.
there was a Deadpool game from like the Xbox 360 era, but it was like kind of okay, and nobody
Did,
got to play it.
did you see that they're trying to also make a Captain America Black Panther video game? It's like
With
set,
both,
yeah, it's like set in the like early. It's not in the 2000s. It's set, I think, around World War II, and it's like Rise of Hydra or Rise of Wakanda or something. But it's
ooh,
been
okay,
delayed so many times. But it looked interesting. It looked like a pretty cool game that they were trying to get off the ground. But
okay.
I was thinking like
That's
Captain America would be cool too. But
that
who's
sounds
your
kind of
last
fire.
pick?
Captain America would be sick. Now you mentioned that.
Just
I feel like,
the shield mechanics that you could do like during the shield would be sick.
bro, and just like exploring that like his origin instead of just being like, okay, yeah, Captain's he's like the main Avenger, but like not really because nobody fucking does anything with him,
Yeah,
right? I feel like if we actually had a story with him that isn't just like we'll give him one movie and then that's it. Like, look, come on, let's fucking let's do something more.
yeah, I agree.
Uh, but like besides Cap, oh man, this is tough. Low key, I feel like a Hulk game would be crazy, bro.
Really?
Bro, I feel like a Hulk game where like he, oh my god, have you ever played Devil May Cry?
No, I heard that's a great game though.
Bro, I feel like if you had like that kind of combat where you're just tossing dudes around and just comboing the shit out of them with the Hulk, I feel like that would be so cool. That'd be so cool.
I just I here's my issue though because something like the Hulk, I feel it gets like a little bit one dimensional, like quick. It's almost like if you
Eh,
try to make a game for the
I don't know.
Flash. Like the
I
Flash
don't
is just gonna
know.
be fast the entire game, and it's just I that I do think the Hulk definitely has the ability though to be more interesting than like a Flash game. But
Yeah.
if I was thinking about a possible DC Green Lantern game in this
Ooh,
style.
okay. That's a good pick. That's a good poll. I'm not even gonna lie.
How have we not figured out the Green Lantern? And it's been like years. It's been years. And we
Bro,
haven't
they have
figured out the Green Lantern.
not a single movie, no games, no fucking like no shows, no nothing. It's just
They're trying to make that shitty show on HBO now that has like no color. They're not even in like the Green
what?
Lantern suits in the trailers.
They're making a green a Green Lantern show with the oh are you talking about the guy from
Lanterns.
Super the guy from Superman, Guy Gardner.
Yes.
Oh, they're making a show on him.
Though he's
Bro,
gonna be in
Loki.
it, but it's more about Hal Jordan's Green Lantern and John Stewart's Green Lantern.
Huh? They're not doing it on Guy Gardner?
No.
I feel like that bro, I feel like that's such wasted potential because they set him up in Superman.
My personal favorite Green Lantern is Hal Jordan because I remember watching some of the animated Justice League TV show, and he was the
Mm.
one. I'm pretty sure the Green Lantern that I watched a lot. But
I was a big John Stewart kind of guy.
yeah,
I
John
fuck with
Stewart
him.
has aura too. John Stewart's awesome.
Bro, you know who's a Green Lantern that I feel like is such wasted potential. They never made a show or movie or like a game based off him. Kyle
Who?
Rayner, bro.
Yeah,
The newer Green Lantern because he does so much more shit compared to the other two that it's like it's not even a competition of who's like
yeah.
the objectively the best Green Lantern.
You know who I also really liked. I I know I liked Hot Girl.
Hmm.
The and I forget what the guy's name. I don't think it was Hawk Boy, right? It was something else, right?
Hawk guy. Hawk.
You're
Hold on.
thinking of Marvel. What is the guy, the counterpart to Hot Girl, which she was in Superman. I mean, I'm
Hawk
mixing up
guy.
the names and the girls.
Hawkman. That's Hawkman.
It's
Okay.
Hawkman.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was
Very
gonna be as simple as that. Hawkman has
very
aura though.
creative name.
Hawkman,
Does he?
Hawkman has aura. He's shirtless, right? He's got the
Bro,
abs
I
and
feel
everything.
bro, I remember him in the Justice League show. I feel like he was getting
Yes.
bitched around a lot.
Yeah. No, I vividly remember him and Hawk Girl in the animated show, like all the time.
Bro,
But what were you saying?
I fuck with Hawk Girl, but I feel like Hawkman is like, bro, that's like the most B tier superhero you can think of.
Well,
And that
I
dude, and
wasn't gonna say them necessarily for the game, but let's say, uh dude,
low key, you know what else would be a crazy game? Shazam. Where you're like you're swapping in
Shazam.
between the normal kid body and you're swapping into Shazam. I feel like that could be so cool. That could be like
That
a
could be
crazy
cool.
game mechanic thing.
Yeah, that could be cool. What if what if you know how Star Wars Battlefront it has like the Ewok hunt?
Oh yeah, I remember
Hear
that.
me out.
Okay.
What if you made a game set in Gotham City and you were a criminal, okay?
Oh shit.
And you're
Oh,
trying to commit crimes, right? And Batman is going around, right? And it's like an online lobby sort of thing.
bro.
I think that would
Oh
be
my god, that'd be so fucking cool. Oh
you
my
just
god.
have to
And
try to run away from
bro,
Batman. You just see him gliding and grappling everywhere.
oh my god,
Give
and
me the
it's
money
like
now. I want the royalties of this game now.
have it be like Dead by Daylight, and it's like
Yes,
one guy plays Batman, and you just have to fucking get away as a
yes,
criminal.
yes.
Bro, that would be so fucking fire. That would be
And
so
there should
fire.
be ways where you can like set off the other criminals where you're with, where like you could trip another criminal, so like Batman will like get him and all that stuff. And like Batman's OP, like he has like the smoke grenades, all that stuff. Like that is awesome. I think that'd
Yeah.
be really fun.
Yeah, just like a horror game based on Batman. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Set it for the perspective of a bloodthirsty criminal, and then
POV, you jaywalk in Gotham City. And
yeah,
you see Batman fucking looming over you on like a fucking
yeah,
lamppost,
yeah.
just watching you.
What about? I think a very obvious one that you could easily do is like you do like a Tomb Raider, but with like Wonder Woman. That's a
Oh,
little too
honestly,
obvious.
I didn't think about that, but that would be fire. That'd be fire.
Yeah. Otherwise, like Marvel, they had that weird Guardians of the Galaxy game that came out recently, which I wasn't a big fan of that. It was like it was more music focused, if I remember
Oh, was it?
correctly.
I didn't even
And
know they made one. Let me look this up.
I'm not sure. What about what if they did something with like Daredevil?
Oh, how would they do that though? Like I get you could probably make a game like that just regularly, but like I feel like
You could just rip off Batman Arkham and just do Daredevil.
yeah, but like bro, imagine a game where like you play as Daredevil, but you actually saw as Daredevil. Like you would see like it was like some echolocation shit.
So you're what you're proposing right now is a game that's going to cost $5, right? And it's going to vibrate your controller
Oh, like
for you to hit something that you can't see. It's just going to be pure black. It's going to be pure black. It'll maybe have like one or two cutscenes, right? And
okay, hear me out though. Have that be like as a part of another game, right? Oh, you know what it could be? It could be like a Punisher game, and then you have Daredevil missions as like part of it. And so you
okay,
swap and you go between the Punisher and Daredevil. And so it's like, bro, I feel like
I
I'm
think
cooking
that would
here, but
actually be a
maybe
pretty good
maybe, maybe I'm
game,
wrong.
though. That sounds interesting. That's a good one. Okay,
Maybe.
so I was looking online because I know we had a good and fun time with the list last time. Okay,
Oh, we did.
about
Yeah.
all the superhero movies, and so I haven't looked at this list. I found some random top 10 ranking of certain superhero games. And so we're going to see what mostly dominates this list, Marvel or DC, and we'll see if we
Oh,
have any objections,
where
okay?
where are you looking at this?
I'm going
Is
to
this
add it
like
to the
a
page right now,
is
actually.
this like Metacritic or
This is, what is this?
oh, it's like a blog?
Vanderfire,
Okay,
okay?
okay. So someone else's opinion.
Yep. Okay. Honorable mentions. You ready for this?
All right, let's hear it.
Number one, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I've never played
That's
this
a
game.
game. That's a game. I thought that was a movie.
It is. It was probably. I think this movie came out in the era where they were still making video games off of like the movies.
Oh, they had tie-ins. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The
Honorable
movie
mention
tie-in
is the
game is a must-play for fans of the character. Not only is it a better version of the film, interesting.
okay.
I
Yeah,
haven't heard of this, so that's an interesting.
all right.
Spider-Man: Web of Shadows. We're getting some deep cuts here, Anton. Have you heard
Holy
of this
shit.
game?
No, I don't think anyone has.
Well, comment down below if you've played these games. No way.
Lego Marvel superheroes. Oh, and honorable mentions. Oh,
That's fucking ridiculous. This person needs to lose rights to write because this is a top 10 superhero game easily. Easily. I mean,
talk
you can play as
talk your
any
shit, man.
superhero character you want in this game.
Talk your shit.
Okay. 10. Batman
Arkham
Arkham
Knight.
Knight.
Banger.
Little low. I think it's a little
Still
low.
though, it's on the list at least. I'll give them that. With these
Did
kinds of lists, it's like you don't look at it based on like the order. You just look at it based on like what's there.
this might be my favorite of the Arkham games because I think just Gotham, it's just humongous. I can agree with the criticisms that the racing or like the car missions are a little bit too much. And
I th- I think like as full games, Arkham Knight's probably the best. But I think Arkham City had just so many fucking banger moments.
yeah,
Like with Mister Freeze. Mister Freeze was no pun intended. Mister Freeze was fucking fire.
yeah. I mean, Mr. Freeze is one of my favorite villains, Batman villains too. So, yeah, the Batman mobile fights were a chore. Blah 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 blah. Infamous too. I've heard of Infamous. Have you heard of this series?
No, I can't say I have. Sucker
I'm
Punch Productions.
it's not based off of course, anything,
Marvel
but
Ultimate. Oh, we're getting to mobile games. All right.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Well, I believe I actually played this game.
Did you?
This was a computer game, and you got to go through like I remember Hell's Kitchen being like a pretty big part of the game that you can explore and all that. I mean,
Okay.
this is just like one of those first Marvel games that came out for the desktop, or
Oh, dude. Now that I see him, bro, Ghost Rider would be a fucking banger game.
yeah,
Solo.
Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider.
Oh
How have
my
we
god,
not gotten a new Ghost Rider movie too? Ghost Rider is such a sick character.
dude. He hasn't made a single appearance in anything. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
he underutilized. I don't get it. This
Marvel's
Marvel's
Guardian of the Galaxy, bro. I've heard a lot of good things about this game. I'm
really.
gonna be honest. I have. I haven't seen much gameplay, but I've heard it's just a really good like story game that you just play through.
I wasn't super impressed by it, to be honest. And this was around the time where I also played Marvel's Avengers too, so I think it just looked very similar and felt similar in that sense. So Spider-Man 2, I we weren't alive for this game.
Oh, I remember. Well, I don't remember, but I remember like the fucking music from that game was getting used in every single YouTube video. The fucking with the pizza delivery theme.
Yes, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Editor, pull that shit up right now.
Marvel versus Capcom 2.
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was peak. It was fucking peak. Oh my god.
Who is your go-to?
My go-to, I kind of switched around a lot, but I remember like towards the end of it when we like towards the last few times we went to the arcade and to the laser tag arena. I remember my starting three, like final starting three was like Cable, the dude
Okay.
from Deadpool 2,
Yep.
uh It was Cable. It was Sentinel because that Sentinel was just like the most belligerent. Like he was like a big body like robot
Yeah,
dude, right? And then I had fuck, who else did I have? Bro, I remember Mega Man was a bitch in that game because he would just if you bro
yeah,
you saw him in Smash, he would just like he would just shoot you with like rape like fucking laser beams and shit.
yeah,
He would do the exact same thing and he'd just be belligerent as hell.
yeah. Well, this game I got to play a little bit of it. Um, if I can find it, I would want to play more. Marvel Spider-Man, that's interesting.
At the
Being a
four,
slow,
okay.
it is a sick game. It is awesome. It looks great too. Arkham Asylum.
Oh, they're doing individual. Okay, they're not doing it as like a
No, no,
Arkham Knight
yeah.
represents the series. Okay, so is City gonna be at one?
City is gonna have to be at one, right?
It might be.
No
Marvel Spider-Man
way.
2. 2 over 1 is low key kind of a take. That's kind of a crazy take. But I haven't played it yet, so
I
I'm
haven't
not
played
even
it yet either.
I won't defend that. But
So do we
you
think this
don't
is City? This is City, right? This
what else
has
could
to
it
be.
be? Do you know Marvel Rivals maybe?
No way.
Marvel Rivals squeaking.
Okay,
Uh
Arkham
oh,
City.
all right, thank God. Fucking that would have been a crazy, crazy fucking list. Actually, no, I'm kind of surprised they didn't even mention Marvel Rivals because that's a huge game right now.
Yeah, I wonder when this came out, but when we look at the ranking, is there any game you would move up?
The game I would move up.
Arkham
Arkham
Knight.
City, Arkham Knight probably above.
Arkham
Bro,
Knight probably should be in the
get
top five.
bro. Honestly, get Ultimate Alliance out of here. Like let's be so fucking for real. This is like a fucking like
Yeah,
we're putting mobile games in with the fucking with the big leagues.
yeah. I really did not think Marvel Spider-Man 2 was that big of a hit, to be honest.
Oh, you know what? I remember this was like when did it release? Get like 2023.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I remember that year it got like fucking destroyed by some other game at the like a Game Awards, and people
yeah.
were pissed about that. They were pissed that Spider Man didn't win.
Oh, I do remember this now. Yeah, I
This was
I understand. I know what
what
you're
game won
talking
that
about.
year? What was it like? It was like a turn based game. Game of the year 2023.
It
Yeah,
was
it
a
was
turn-based game that beat it?
Baldur's Gate 3. That apparently I don't remember exactly. I think it was Baldur's Gate 3. I remember it was that game that fucking just swept every single award it was in.
Really? I don't
And people
think it
were
was that
pissed.
year.
Really? Are we talking about Spider-Man 1 or 2?
Two.
Well then yeah.
It
Because
was?
2K dude, 2023 was a stacked year, man. We had Spider-Man 2, we had the fucking sequel to Legend of Zelda, the Switch game,
Yes.
Tears of the
Yeah.
Kingdom. That was huge. And then we have Baldur's Gate 3. That was like
That
that
won
took the world
everything.
by storm for like a solid like 6 months.
Okay.
So yeah, we had plenty of fucking games.
That's
I think
crazy. That's crazy to think that Spider-Man 2 it's up that high and it didn't get like any. I don't remember it at all much about it. But what do you guys think of this topic? Is there anything else you want to say, Anton, before we cut it?
uh I think like to sum up, I think I don't think that they like Marvel or DC really has like an edge over one or like in terms of like all time. I think they just have like their own eras, you know. Like
I
I
can
feel
agree.
like Marvel had like in like the very beginning of gaming, they had Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they had Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Those games were fucking fire. And then DC comes in, fucking slams their dick on the table, says, "Bam, here you go. Here's Arkham. What
Yeah.
do you think of that?" And then Marvel's like, "All right, fuck it." Slams their dick on the table, gives us fucking Spider-Man 1 and 2. And it's like, okay, shit. And then like,
Yeah.
no, there's more. Marvel Rivals. And you're like, all right, fuck it. We'll count
Yeah.
that.
And what I do like and appreciate though is that it feels like a lot of these games are different in their own way, and it's not like recycled and repeat. People trying to impersonate Arkham Knight or like the Arkham games, which is great. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the same page with you. I don't think one necessarily edges one out. If I'm being honest, just because of recency, maybe Marvel I lean towards more.
Maybe.
I trust in just because DC as a whole, like as a brand, movies, television, everything has just not been consistent whatsoever the last like 20 years.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of a bit that's a whole running deal with DC. It's just they can never figure out like a formula to run shit, but every like 10 years they'll blow you away with some crazy shit.
yeah, like their movie, like one of their movies might finally hit, and it'll be like a legendary movie, and then they'll go back for like 8 years of they have absolutely no idea how to make anything.
Yeah, no. Supergirl, that was really that was supposed to be their big hit there.
Yeah, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. If you guys are interested in hearing more about the superheroes news, we talked about that in our last episode, but um, we're hoping to continue this on. I'm hoping Mike will stay on board. And yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
lot of fun. And you want to shout yourself out on any socials or?
I'm not on any socials right now, but I will let you know if I ever start doing like streaming or get into YouTube.
All right. Well, that's it from me, and that's it from Mike. We're the movie debate, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Deuces.